going crazy out there.
I'll take you there when the weather lets up.
Do you get lonely all the way out here?
I'm just messing with you.
Spoiler warning, you'll never find me. Ending isn't just shocking, it's a lie. Buckle up, because this breakdown will rewrite everything you thought you knew. The film opens with a car windshield covered in rain, water streaming down as the storm rages outside. A girl is seen walking through the rain, completely drenched. The scene shifts to a man named Patrick, sitting inside his camper van, listening to the radio. It's still raining heavily, and his van serves as both his home and his shelter. Suddenly, someone knocks on the door. Patrick yells, warning whoever it is to leave because he doesn't plan on opening the door. The knocking stops, and he sits back down, but soon another knock follows. This time a girl's voice calls out for help. Hesitant but curious, Patrick opens the door slightly and sees a young woman standing in the rain. She tells him she needs to get to the next town and asks if he can give her a lift. Patrick explains that his van isn't working and invites her inside to dry off. As she steps in, Patrick looks at her closely. As though she seems familiar, he asks where she's headed so late at night. The girl simply says she needs to reach the next town. Patrick offers her a towel, but she refuses, asking only for help to get where she's going. He tells her the van's broken down and suggests she stay the night and leave in the morning when the bus runs. Patrick adds that kids in the area often prank him by knocking on his door and running away, which is why he was suspicious at first. She stands shivering. Patrick suggests she take off her wet shirt so he can dry it near the heater. His tone makes her uncomfortable, but she reluctantly agrees. While her shirt dries, Patrick asks about her. She says she'd been sleeping on the beach when the rain woke her, and she started walking. Patrick is confused. The beach is miles away, making her story seem impossible. But when he looks at her feet, he notices wet sand and beach mud, leaving him uncertain. Patrick offers her a drink, which she declines. She asks to use his phone, but he says there isn't one. He gives her some coins and explains there's a phone booth nearby, though it's probably closed at this hour. He even offers to take her there, but she refuses. When she sees the storm outside intensify, she decides to stay. While looking around, she notices several women's belongings in the van and assumes they belong to Patrick's wife. Patrick then suggests she take a hot bath, standing in front of her again in a way that makes her uneasy. She reluctantly agrees and goes to the bathroom. While she bathes, something loud brushes past the van, and she feels a chill of fear. Blood suddenly starts flowing from her head, but moments later, it's gone. It was just a hallucination. When she steps out, Patrick has made soup and gives her a sweater. She asks whose it is, and he says it belonged to a friend. She puts it on. Patrick asks if she's married, and she answers that she's not. She can barely take care of herself. She says she often drifts from city to city, getting caught in situations that are hard to escape. Like this one, Patrick admits he can't sleep because of loneliness. He offers her soup, but she refuses, not trusting him. Suddenly, there's another knock on the door. Patrick panics and asks if she's expecting anyone. She says she's alone. He checks, sees no one, and assumes it's the neighborhood kids again. Locking the door, he notices the girl secretly dumping the soup, confirming her distrust. Patrick tells her he didn't poison it and that she should have eaten. She replies that she can't bring herself to trust him. When the lights go out, Patrick grabs a flashlight and tells her she's free to leave if she wants. She decides to stay and suggests fixing the fuse box together. She begins to feel like maybe she's been unfair to him. As they work on the fuse, her flashlight beam lands on Patrick's clothes, stained with blood and a hammer with something sharp attached. Terrified, she starts to think he might be a murderer. Later, when she looks for medicine to treat his supposed injury, she finds a box filled with earrings. Lots of them, including a pair that look like her own. Horrified, she confronts him, but Patrick insists he's never met her before. The terrified girl demands to leave. Patrick says the door is open and she's free to go, but then he begins ranting about how people come to him for help only to accuse him later. When she opens the door, the storm outside is violent, so she apologizes and stays. Patrick forgives her, and they play cards. He starts talking about his past, claiming his wife died from a drug overdose. He tells her how they met at a gas station when she was hungry, and he bought her a packet of chips. His story sounds believable, and the girl finally lets her guard down, even accepting a drink. Moments later, Patrick hears a car outside and goes to check. While he's gone, the girl hears a phone vibrating from behind a curtain in the bedroom. When she looks, she's horrified to find a dead girl's body, clutching a packet of chips. Everything clicks. The story Patrick told wasn't about his wife. It was about this victim. He was lying. The girl panics, but before she can escape, Patrick appears and attacks her. He ties her up and coldly explains that she'll die just like his previous victim. He reveals he laced her drink with a drug that causes dehydration and swelling of the throat, leading to death. The girl struggles, but soon the drug takes effect and she dies painfully. Then comes the shocking twist. Patrick is, in fact, a serial killer. The woman he called his wife was just one of his many victims. The drenched girl from the beginning was his next target, someone he had been watching, waiting for the right moment to strike. Over the years, Patrick had murdered countless women, keeping their belongings as trophies. He lived alone, his sanity long gone, haunted by the things he'd done. But everything we've seen, the conversation, the rain, the visitor, wasn't real. It all existed in Patrick's mind. His deteriorating mental state made him relive the murders in the form of hallucinations. The girl wasn't really there. The encounters, the fear, the blood, all imagined. He had been living with his guilt for years, seeing visions of the women he'd killed, and those very spirits torment him. They appear before him and force him to take the same deadly drug he once used on them. Patrick obeys without resistance. As the poison begins to take effect, he dies, consumed by the same horror he inflicted on others. His guilt dies with him, and the story comes to a chilling end, because the ending isn't what it seems. The film tricks you into believing one version of events, only to reveal that the entire story was told through a distorted perspective. Once you realize who's actually in control, and what really happened, the truth behind the finale flips everything upside down. It's not just a twist ending. It's a complete rewrite of the movie's reality. Think you could survive You'll Never Find Me world? Tag a friend who'd fail miserably. Don't forget to subscribe, unless you're scared of the truth. Our next video reveals the lie the director tried to bury.